Yeah, hey there. These comments are for Kenan Karani, and this is Michael from the 7-Step System to pass the TOEFL IBT. Good to hear from you. All right, so you got some big goals here. So I think your question is you're having some grammatical problems explaining the idea, but essentially what you're trying to say is if I take your course, can I get a score between 100 and 108? And you need this score so you can continue your master's degree in Copenhagen University, right? So you say, can you email me all the details, how I can apply to your course? This is very important to me. You wait for my response. Okay, Kenan. I can't answer your question 100%. I mean, if you take my course, if you work hard, if you go through all the lessons, if you take the writing and the speaking and the pronunciation practice test, if you complete my reading practice test, my listening practice test, if you go through all of my lessons and my tips, and there's about 330 of them right now, yes, you should do very well on the TOEFL. Can you get exactly 100 or 108? I don't know. I can't really answer that question, but I can help you. I can definitely help you advance your English proficiency. Remember that how high you go depends largely, I think, on your attitude, your motivation, and your practice. Now, I can control the lessons and part of your practice, but a lot of your scoring and reaching the goal that you want, a lot of this depends on you and not me or not any other TOEFL teacher. So it depends on how hard you work and how consistently you work over an extended period of time, and that's exactly how you get the results that you need. Now, you know that my 7-step system will help you, Kanan, in 7 key areas: vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, listening, reading, and writing and speaking areas. So I have specific skill building lessons in those 7 key areas. Now, so I would love to have you as a student, and probably one of the first things I recommend that you do, Kenan, is once you are one of my students, take the pronunciation pretest right away. Let's see what kinds of pronunciation problems that you have, and that can be very stubborn in terms of helping you improve. The next thing, so how can you apply to the course? It's easy. Go to my website at www.bettertoeflscores.com. Once you're there, right under the video, there is an option that says Order Now. Click on that. You'll notice once you make your payment, you create what's called a subscription. You subscribe to my service using PayPal as the person who handles your payments. You have to link your credit card to them. Now remember that PayPal does not share any of your credit card information with me. I have no idea what it is. Now also I'm offering right now, Kanan, a 7-day free trial. So there's really no risk. You can order, you can link your credit card to PayPal, you can make a payment, and your first payment will not occur until 7 days after you subscribe to my service. So I want to give you a chance to look through my website to understand how it works, because it is pretty big. I have a lot of lessons, but the one thing is I have a lot of practice for you. However, I'm very organized, which means I present information in specific categories at specific skill levels. So, for example, the first lesson of vocabulary will be easier than the third or the fourth lesson. And the same thing with all my other steps. I start off with basic type English materials, and it gets more and more advanced as you go through my lessons. So you can do this. You definitely can get a much better score. I think I can help you get over 100. The question is, how long will it take? And that kind of depends on what your current score is right now. For example, if your score is around 80 or 85, you know, for you to reach 109, that's probably going to take you 3 or 4 months. But I'm telling you, however long you are one of my students, As long as you're subscribed to my service, and it's only a very small price at $35 a month, and you can cancel my service at any time, Kanon, using your PayPal account. But as long as you're one of my students, I will help you, I will motivate you, I will make recommendations, I'll listen to any speaking, writing, or pronunciation practice test that you might take. I will be with you every step of the way for as long as you're one of my students. So you can do what you're doing now. As you're a student, you can send me an email. You can ask me any questions that you have about any part of my 7-step system, and I will try to help you as much as I can. Alrighty, good to hear from you, and thanks for making a comment, and I hope that you will decide to become one of my students.